Tip for Gerald. I'm gonna go to connecting. Yeah.
Right now?
Where do you live? You have to go home and change. You said?
Yeah, I live in San Jose.
Okay.
And so it's a cooking, also terminology too.
People forget. Do you want to talk about your girlfriend?
Any like basic question is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember when Social Security started. That now that you've left the government in your pocket, be careful.
Well, that's right. So he said, that was his own.
Yeah, I already figured it out. Yeah, I spoke with Valerie.
I've changed it. You know anything? I'll tell you. Somebody else will get on there.
I'll take the
Don't throw anything. Don't throw anything.
I didn't sleep down. I know it's hard.
Yeah, don't throw anything at us unless it's money. That makes sense.
I hope he takes his mask off when he talks.
Well,
I guess maybe
he doesn't want to, but we'll see if
I
he can
cannot
understand him.
understand him with his mask.
Maybe it was Peter. And I think David doesn't want to.
No, we should have our mask on inside per our company rules.
Right,
Yeah.
even though somebody's.
But
Yeah, that's just the rules that they told us as team members.
Yeah, I know.
but I can't get fired, so it's safe.
Yeah. Oh, well.
And besides that, I have my mask on. Well, we may as well start. It's 2 minutes early, but I don't see any crowds coming.
Because I think some of the meetings are still
What?
in session. Some of the meetings are still in session,
Oh,
like contemporary issues.
Okay.
The community cards is, not community cards, something else.
what time?
The
is it?
contemporary issues.
From when to when?
It's from 2:30 to 3:30.
I just thought maybe when I used to go to that, I'd come early, so.
How many people?
Well, here comes Jerry, so we waited for you.
Yes, Jody. Jody, did you go to the meeting?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is it over?
Oh, I watched it on TV. I watched it.
Oh, you watched it on TV.
So
Just a minute.
so maybe I follow some more revisions. Some more.
It'll take us a while to get started with regular schedule.
Yeah, the other was.
So, no.
Right. We are so- I'm not custom.
Okay, it is 3:30, so I'll skip the commercial and we'll start right away. I think most of you know Evan. He's truly a fit person.
I don't know about that right now, but
So let's start, Evan, by telling about where you came from, when you came into this world. Where was that?
so I grew up in the Bay Area, but this is something like interesting that most people find. I was actually born in Wisconsin, and I lived there for I think 3 years. Yeah, I think I lived there for 3 years in my childhood, and then we moved to the Bay Area.
And why to the Bay Area?
A lot of my family members moved to the Bay Area after coming over from China. So I guess my family wanted to move to the Bay to be closer to the rest of our family. To be honest, I don't really know. That's what they told me. So that's why I told people that asked me.
Was it your parents or your grandparents who came over from China?
Both.
Both.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm the first generation born here.
do you ever go back to China?
I actually have never been back because I'm not the biggest fan of really long plane rides. And my parents knew that, so they never bothered trying to get me to go.
Are you understanding okay? Everything?
Taking the mask off.
Okay.
Can you take the mask off?
Well, he's not supposed to, so maybe hold the mic further away, because it is a little, I have a little trouble.
Yes.
So you haven't been back, you haven't been to China?
No, I've never been back.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
I would like to go in the future though.
Okay,
Yeah.
would you like to?
Yeah, sometime in the future, I would like to go back.
Okay, what about, tell us a little about your parents. Your mom does what?
My mom is currently a masseuse for this massage company in San Mateo. So whenever I go home, I get free massages from her. My dad works in the post office, and he's been working there for quite a bit now. He doesn't work as often as he used to, as he's getting a little older. Makes sense to stay home a little bit more. Doesn't have to take care of me anymore since I'm out of the house. So a little less pressure.
And what does he do? Does he deliver or work?
Yeah, so he delivers. So every day he goes out and delivers mail for people. And I think sometimes he works within the office as well to help out.
Okay, and, will you have a sister?
Yeah, I have a younger sister who's currently still in college. So she's just at home reloading off my parents.
You're good friends with her, right?
Yeah, no, I love my sister. She annoys me all the time, but it's okay. She's my little sister.
What about school? Where'd you start in school?
So during my elementary to middle school days, I went to a private school in San Francisco called West Portal Lutheran. So I grew up in, there for the first 10 years of my life. And then when high school came, we moved down to Millbrae, and I attended Mills High School. And then I went to San Jose State for college.
And what did you take at state?
I studied kinesiology, so like exercise science, which makes sense considering I'm the fitness coordinator here.
Did you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm really hold it further away because I did
Say again, say again.
say it again.
I majored in kinesiology, so like exercise science. So just like exercise stuff, like any fitness related subject, that's what I majored in.
So that's what you wanted to be from the very beginning, huh?
Well, I thought I was gonna make it to the NBA and be a professional basketball player. But then I stopped growing, so that kind of crushed my dreams a little bit.
Oh, yeah. So what was your first job?
My very first job that I considered my first job was I worked at a golf course. So all I did was clean golf carts and drive them around. but it was fun driving them around, so I didn't mind.
Yeah, it sounds like fun, a fun job.
Yeah, I tried to learn how to play, but it was hard.
And what was your next job?
After that, in college, I worked as a behavioral specialist for children of autism. So I would like kind of give them, they call it therapy, but really when you look at it, I'm just really just playing with the kids. And there's like little goals they're trying to hit, but they don't know about it.
So he worked with children with autism, and in case anyone doesn't remember this,
So autism, is kind of like a disorder where a person's senses are like really heightened. So in like a perfect world, like what you and I will see, everything's really clear and we understand what's going on and everything. But in the eyes of someone with like autism, one small thing could mean the world to them. So let's say like if I were to fall down on the streets, it might mean nothing to me. But if an autistic kid fell down on the street, it would like they would feel really like extra embarrassed, and then that can lead to like outbursts and things like that. So basically, their brains are wired a little differently than ours, and yeah, so like things are just extra like heightened for them, and just extra sensitive to everything.
would you ever want to go back to doing that? Not that we want you to.
Yeah, it was a good like it was really eye opening for me. It taught me a lot about patience and just thinking in a different perspective. So I wouldn't necessarily say I would go back to that specific role in a company like that. But if I were to able to like I guess lead it maybe.
Did you say that you kept in touch with some of the children or people you work with?
Yeah, so not the children specifically, but I do talk to my old supervisor here and there just to check up and see how the company's going, how the kids are, how the kids are doing, things like that.
So you don't have any of the kids keep in touch with you after they,
So technically, I was never allowed to really keep contact with the kids after, just for HIPAA compliance and everything. So yeah, so I have like zero contact or any way of communicating with the past families I worked with.
but it must be, you must feel that you've made a big impact on their lives.
Yeah, so actually a lot of the kids I worked with, they improved to a point where they didn't need to be in the program anymore. So yeah, that was very satisfying to see the kids like graduate out the program.
What about your living situation now? I think you have a lady friend.
Yeah, so currently I do live with my girlfriend and one of her friends. It's interesting at times, yeah,
Interesting is a loaded word.
yeah, it gets a little hectic here and there, but it's okay. It helps us grow together as people, and honestly, it was a great experience for me.
You said, I thought you said at the moment, you have a girlfriend at the moment. Is that what you said?
Yeah, my girlfriend at the moment,
At the moment.
yeah,
And-
still there.
And her name is Diandra?
Her name's so it's Deandra. So yeah, kind of an interesting name.
How did you meet her?
So back in college, one of my housemates was in a fraternity, and she was like his like little in the fraternity, so he was her mentor. And then yeah, she just came over a couple of times, and that's how we met, and that's when we started talking and getting to know each other.
If you can't understand raise your hand because, okay, everybody's okay. And so there are three of you who live together, yeah.
Yeah, so currently there's three of us.
What does she do? And what's her interest?
So she's still in school right now, but she's pursuing like a marketing career in the future. She's a pretty laid back person. Me and her like to go out to eat a lot, which is kind of a bad thing for my fitness level, but you know, and my wallet. But it's fun, you know, we get to like explore, try new restaurants, do things like that.
I think you said you like to cook yourself.
Yeah, so I don't know when I picked it up or why I picked it up, to be honest, but I just started cooking, and then I just like slowly I realized I was watching a lot of cooking like YouTube videos and trying out new recipes and stuff like that. So I really don't know where like I found this interest from. Like it just kind of happened. Maybe because I like to eat. I don't know.
And she doesn't like to cook, so that's,
Oh no, she does like to cook. She just prefers my cooking more because she thinks it's better.
did you, you said that you didn't pursue basketball, but you did coach though, didn't you?
Yeah, so I coached and I was also an assistant coach for kids. It was really fun and it was like passing down knowledge that I learned from the past and seeing them like apply that into their games was really nice to see. It was very similar to me working with the autistic kids, just watching kids kind of learn from my own personal experience and taking what I told them and putting it into their lives so like they can speed up their process of like learning.
Okay, oh, what about volunteer jobs?
So in high school, I used to volunteer for the American Red Cross. So we would like help out like big like city events, just have like I guess like a booth you can say, and then we just kind of spread the word as to like what our initiative was at that time. It changes every year, like our initiative, so I don't really remember specifically which ones I worked for or volunteered for, but it was fun. I've met a lot of people there too. A lot of my friends that I have right now, I met through that experience.
I didn't quite understand what you mean initiative.
So every year, they have like what they call an initiative, which is basically just a goal or like a mission for the year. And like some years just kind of like one year was like spreading awareness for what's the word? Like less fortunate like youth, things like that. I don't know. They change it every year just so like something like new or fresh for us to like aim for. So like today, I wouldn't know what they are trying to do now.
I just wondered what it had to do with Red Cross initiative, okay. Okay, oh, you're interested in chess.
Okay. Yeah. So when I was in kindergarten,
Kindergarten, did you hear that?
my mom was trying to find me any sort of extracurriculars I might like to do. So I told her I wanted to try chess. So she put me in a chess club at school in kindergarten. And they would give us like a workbook as homework to do. And I had to memorize chess moves and counter moves. And I don't know how I picked it up so fast, but I did. And it got to a point where I was like beating high schoolers at 5 years old. So they considered me as a chess prodigy, but I gave all that up because I realized being good at chess did not make me any friends. And as a kid, that's all we wanted.
You wanted friends. That's all
Yeah,
you cared about.
so I picked up basketball instead.
I wonder, does anybody here play chess?
Bruce Maxner does.
Yeah, Bruce is the one, is it? Oh, okay. Will you be sure to tell him, Bruce here has a chess group, right?
Right,
Yeah.
Monday,
Yeah.
Monday at 2:00.
I am not as good as I used to be.
Well,
Josh plays also.
I play too. It's really fun.
okay. I would love to see some competition.
I just started learning, so I'm not that good
No.
at all. But there's hope.
We can play Dana.
But you don't wanna, do you want to, would you mind doing that? Play-
I wouldn't mind playing, just, we need to lower the expectations for me. I'm really not as good as I was when I was 5 years old. That was my peak chess moment.
When do you have meetings?
2:00, Monday.
Monday.
Mondays at 2. You'll find some excuse that you can't be there Mondays at 2. huh?
I think I can actually make it.
Yeah, you could just.
I'll stop by. Where is it at?
Sequoia room.
Okay, I'll try to make an appearance on Monday.
I think that would be great. Good story. What else? How did you end up here?
So I graduated last year with my degree, but that was during the whole pandemic and everything, so I really couldn't find any fitness jobs or anything like that, so I worked full-time with the kids. And then on LinkedIn, one day I saw this job opening, and I decided to apply, and then, I talked to Sandy and everything, she explained to me what the role was here, and I thought it was really interesting to see like how I can incorporate like not just like my fitness background, but like kind of be creative with the way I handle the job. Being able to like organize like different classes, different events that's like really fitness related for people. That was really fun.
So that's what you like about it. Anything else you can tell us about working here?
It's great seeing the same faces all the time in the morning. Right when I clock in, I see Carl every day in the gym. I always see him. We always walk in together. So yeah, just like seeing everyone while I'm walking around, whether like I'm just going over to take my lunch or whatever. Just seeing all that was really nice. And during my personal training sessions, seeing my clients kind of improve week by week has been really satisfying to see.
Okay. All right, I don't have any more to ask him, but you might. Okay, Beth?
Do you speak Chinese with your parents?
I try to. I can speak like really simple words and things like that, but I can understand more complicated phrases that I can speak them. So they can speak to me like full on Chinese, but then I will respond in like partial Chinese and mostly English.
I bet when you were in trouble, they would,
Yeah, they would like unleash all the really difficult Chinese words on me. So it wouldn't really do anything because I didn't know what they're saying anyways.
No.
Well, I was interested in knowing what your personal training appointment, what do you do? Tell me about it.
Oh,
So the personal training with me is 30 minutes a session and it's tailored towards your own personal wants and needs. So everyone's different. Some people want to, increase their cardio. Some people want to increase strength. Some people want to lose weight, and those are all very different workout programs. So that's why I do like a quick assessment beforehand. We kind of meet and talk and see what you would want, and then I'll write the program from there.
anyone else?
Are your classes in the GRA and what time?
Yeah, so my classes are Tuesday, Wednesdays at 9:30 in the GRA.
Tuesday and Wednesday?
Yeah, 9:30 a.m.
Monday, Tuesday.
Tuesday, Wednesdays.
And are those chair exercises or what?
So yeah, so there's chair exercises and there's the second half of the class will be like balancing. Or like I try to incorporate as much balancing as I can. I do have other routines that I do want to try out, but I want to see if more people will come first, and then we'll try the new routines out.
So do you actually supervise the fitness center or are people allowed to go in there up by themselves?
Yeah, so I do supervise the center when I am here, but you can go in by yourself whenever you want. You know, I don't need to be in there.
Okay, I guess.
I have a question. Do you have any hobbies?
Yeah, so even though my career in the NBA was crushed at a young age, I still do play basketball here and there. I will be going back to the gym soon. Soon, yes, soon. I do, you know, just like any guy, I play video games. Again, I like to go out and explore and eat. Yeah, I love trying new foods, especially like cooking and things like that.
So how tall are you?
I am 5'9" on a good day.
But I'm 5'9" and you're taller than me.
Hopefully that grew. I will check next time I go see the doctor.
Having you're having worked with the autistic population, is there an autistic school, a specialty school in this area?
Not from what I understand, like what I knew. What I knew was within every school itself, there's like a specialized class for the kids with autism. But I don't know anything about like a specific like school just for autistic kids. That'd be really nice though. It's just that kind of like work environment is slowly growing right now. So not many people are working those kind of jobs, and I don't see like a school opening up until there's more people that take that kind of career seriously.
What was the question?
Autism schools.
There is an
Is there an
autism
autism school?
school. Definitely. I used to work with the executive director.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, because a lot of kids I work with, they went to regular like high schools and middle schools, and then they were just put into like specialized classes. At least that's what they told me.
When I taught at Brophy High School, they had a special ed department and there were autistic kids. Thank you for the good questions. I should have asked some of them. Okay, I guess that's, and you have a dinner to go to tonight, so this is good.
I can answer some more questions if people have.
What's left?
Are you considering any more days for classes if you get more people? Because I think Harris's is just starting to come awake.
Yeah, I would need to see how the scheduling works. I have scheduled like other instructors to learn those times also, so I have to work around and see if I can add any more time. But if that works out, I honestly would like to. But then I also have to see about like all the personal training times that I have set up with my clients as well.
We, for many years, we had classes Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for exercise.
Yeah, so that's what I saw previously also. But I do have some other classes with with assisted living and memory care as well. So I have to work around that schedule also.
can people here attend those classes also? People in independent living?
So those classes are a lot, more beginner level. Not as like, intense as the independent living ones. So I'm not sure how much, you will get out of that, to be honest. Also that depends on their department to see if they would allow other people to join.
Where do they have the classes?
So independent living classes are here in the GRA, and I have the memory care one at the Grove, and then I have the assisted living one just upstairs from here.
Upstairs in?
The Shasta room, I believe.
One more question. Is there any overlap between physical therapy and your fitness program?
So not really, but since I had a concentration in rehabilitation sciences, I do have some like really basic physical therapy tips I can give. But as far as like really advanced physical therapy, I can't really do that since I'm not licensed. But originally I had thought about becoming a physical therapist. So I did learn some things here and there from all that I can give, like any pointers I can give out.
Okay, I guess that's it. Evan, thank you for being willing to do this.
Thank you for interviewing me.
Thank you all for coming.
Do you turn this off or?
Yeah, I'll put it over.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.